back to my channel. It's my first like real video back after traveling and the wedding. We did do like a reset video at home, but I feel like this is like the first video actually getting back. I'm so excited. I'm gonna do a what I eat in a day today. These are my favorite videos to film, my favorite videos to watch. If you've been following my channel for a long time, you know that I always start my morning with a coffee. What's funny though is ever since I got back from my trip, I've actually been feeling like I'm more of a matcha girl. I just love the benefits of matcha. I can put on the screen some of the benefits and I feel a difference and like a spike of energy. It's a lot more gradual with matcha, which I feel like is good for a midday drink. So I've been doing a matcha in the middle of the day and then I do my coffee in the morning. I do feel like it impacts my appetite, so that's also another reason why I don't want to be drinking too much coffee throughout the day. So I find that one is a perfect amount. You guys will probably notice, and I'm going to film more of these videos since every single day is so different. There's not 2 days that are exactly the same, even though there's things in every single day like my coffee, my matcha, my supplements that are every single day things. I live my life super intuitively and very balanced. I have been working for many years on not being restrictive and not thinking health needs to be one specific way. And I also want to point this out in this video because you're watching a video on YouTube. Just because I do something doesn't mean that you need to do something. A great example of this is every single morning I drink a whole milk latte and I also do whole milk in my midday latte. I used to never drink whole milk because I would watch these videos and so many girls were saying that they had stomach issues from milk and they painted a picture that milk wasn't good for me. But I have zero problems in my stomach for milk. I drink it every single day and there's zero issues. I gave myself stomach issues literally from taking milk out of my diet, and I feel like that's pretty normal. I hear a lot of people talk about just like specifically like milks, and there's just so much on social media that kind of makes you like fear certain foods, and that's just not what you're gonna get on my channel. I'm somebody that really promotes having your own routines and your own lifestyle and taking inspiration and recipe ideas from other people, but I truly eat to feel good. I'm someone that is super active. I'm working out 5 to 6 days a week. I'm very passionate about nutrition and learning about nutrition and finding foods that fuel me, making sure that I'm eating enough, but I'm also not a dietitian, so I'm never here to share any of that with you guys. I'm truly just here to share my recipe inspo, and that's why I love watching these videos. So sorry about my rant, but let's make my coffee. I do whole milk, a double shot, and then I also do some maple syrup. I brew my shot of espresso in the laundry room because the machine that we used to have out here broke, and it was our cute machine, and our ugly one stays in the laundry room. So I'll be right back. This is my supplement drawer. It's in my bar cabinet that we have set up. I'm gonna take some Armor colostrum. I've been taking these packets because these ones are just the unflavored ones, but I also have this, which is the entire container of the watermelon flavor. So I'm gonna make a second cup of water. You could just mix it with electrolytes, but I find this makes me drink 2 cups of water in the morning. We have our second cup of water. Just gonna mix just 1 scoop of this. So just 1 scoop of this. Oh, okay. This is my favorite part of my lattes. I always sweeten it with maple syrup. That's honestly just flavor preference. If you like to use creamer, if you like to use a simple syrup, use whatever you're gonna enjoy your coffee with. It is literally such a small amount. I've never felt a difference with the type of sweetener that I'm using. I really love to use maple syrup. I love the flavor of it. It's truly just preference. I've been practicing this. I just used the foam to make a little design and it looks so cute. I'm gonna drink this. I'm also gonna drink the rest of my 2 waters. I'm already pretty much done. I like to kind of chug these in the morning, just get them down. I'm not really like a fruity flavored person. Fruity stuff is not my favorite, so I just kind of chug these. Now it's my favorite part of the morning. I like to sit here for like 5 minutes while I start drinking my coffee, and I kind of just like think about what my day looks like. I always write a list the night before and mind dump what I need to get done today. So I already know what I have to get done today, which feels really good. I just kind of like plan it. And then I also will add in like fun things, like fun recipes I want to make for the day, and I will think about what I want to have for breakfast. So that's what I do every single day. I use my Kaylee Stewart Times Still planner still. It's so pretty. It's like a leather planner and it's beet red, one of my favorite colors, and I love to sit here. I love to have something in my stomach before I work out, especially something that has a good amount of carbs. Today I decided to make these energy bites, and I had quite a few of them because this was going to be my breakfast. I did instant oatmeal with peanut butter, chocolate chips, maple syrup, and some protein powder to help keep me sustained. I ate this about an hour before my workout. Some mornings if I'm working out earlier, I'll grab something with fast digesting carbs like toast with jam or some sort of fruit. Then I'll have a bigger breakfast when I get home that has more protein. Since today I have a little bit more time before my workout, I just wanted to have my breakfast an hour to 2 hours before just so it had time to digest. And since it's a later workout today, I know I'm going to be having my lunch right after my workout, and that will fuel post-workout. I also filmed this in between honeymooning, but I want to share the sponsor of today's video, which is CVS, and then we'll get back to the rest of the video. I wanted to give a quick shout out to the sponsor of today's video, which is CVS. They're partnering with me in today's video, and I'm going to show you guys my favorite products to do a drugstore like skincare makeup look, a super minimal like 5-minute makeup look. This is the style of makeup I've been loving doing for the entirety of our honeymoon, and I've been getting a lot of requests to do a tutorial, and everything that I'm using today is drugstore products. I love all of these products I'm going to show you guys today. I'm going to link all of these products down below. From now until 4/12, you guys can use your extra care card to earn over $100 in extra buck rewards during the Epic Beauty sale. All you have to do to see what beauty products are on sale is go to cvs.com/epicbeauty. Again, I'm going to link everything down below, but everything I talk about today is in the Epic Beauty sale. And these are so many of my favorite already more affordable drugstore makeup products. So if you do like any of these products, this is the time to do it. So let's get into my makeup routine. Okay, this is the finished product. Again, I'm going to link all the products that I used today down below. Even on top of the products I'm using today, there's so many products that are going to be in the CVS Epic Beauty sale. So again, go to cvs.com/epicbeauty and check out everything. Thank you so much CVS for sponsoring today's video. I've actually been off the gym for a couple of weeks, and I've felt a huge difference in my lifts, even just in 1 month. But I'm trying to remind myself that strength is something that you can build, even though there's tiny setbacks with how much you can lift, how physically healthy you feel. That doesn't mean you're ever starting from zero. Even just having the motivation and want to better yourself is not starting from zero. And after this workout, I felt so good. I'm currently training legs twice a week. I did finish the workout feeling very hungry, so I came home to make some lunch. I'm gonna make some Greek salads for lunch. I'm pretty much just gonna make a bowl and put a bunch of stuff inside. I feel like salads are one of the easiest ways to add protein, carbs, fat, fiber, and make it taste really, really good and be really, really easy. So today I'm gonna do kind of like a Greek inspired salad. This is one of my favorite recipes. For the protein, we grilled some chicken last night. So whenever we make dinner, we always make enough to have the next day, if not 2 days later. So we always buy extra. We're gonna try and start actually grocery shopping at Costco because we think it'll be a lot more effective, especially for how much meat and just how much we eat throughout the week. We pretty much eat most of our meals at home. We do eat out a couple times throughout the weekend, but during the week, we're eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner at home. I know it can be really hard to grocery shop and make sure that you're like eating all the food if you live alone, or even if just there's 2 people in your household. We don't really throw away a lot of our produce and stuff like that. We actually like eat everything that we buy, which is really good. And I think it's because we do eat our leftovers. And I know a lot of people are like weird about reheating chicken and stuff like that, but we always reheat in the air fryer, and I feel like it tastes honestly like the same day that we cooked it. So maybe try the air fryer. We're gonna take 2 pieces of sourdough. If we had old sourdough, that would actually work better. Okay, so olive oil, and do some dried parsley. Add some flavor, and then a bunch of pink Himalayan sea salt. This is going in the air fryer. Next, I chop up everything as small as I can make it. I actually usually just buy tomatoes separately, but today I didn't have any tomatoes, so I used the pico in my fridge, and I liked it 10 times more, so I think that's a life hack. Use pico de gallo, add some cucumber in it, I put feta, and then I mix it together with a little bit of olive oil, red wine vinegar, salt, pepper, and also some oregano seasoning. You can also buy tzatziki at the grocery store, but I find it so easy to make, so I always just mix together some Greek yogurt. I like to put some mayo in it, the same Italian seasonings, shredded cucumber, half a lemon, and then I use that as my dressing. I also like to add something fermented to my salads. One, it just adds a really delicious crunch and flavor, but it's also really good for you, and this salad just makes me feel so good, and it is so delicious. It's the time that I make a midday matcha. I'm actually going to show how to make it. Okay, ready, babe?
Yep.
Okay, so this is the matcha that I use. It's the Peak Tea packets. I really like that they're just single serving packets. They also sell the container, so you can use this to grab the matcha out of it. And then just like my coffees, I like to sweeten my matcha with maple syrup. I think it tastes so good. And then I really like this milk with matcha. It's a cashew milk by Elmhurst. It's really creamy, and then it also has like that nutty flavor. I love cashews, so I just feel like it pairs really well. And then I do half whole milk, just because this flavor takes over and then the whole milk flavor takes over too. So doing half and half, I feel like it tastes better. That's obviously extra, but that's just how I like to make it. And then I do 2 tablespoons of water from my kettle to mix the matcha. And then I also like to whisk in some cinnamon. Half cashew milk. Now I put in some maple syrup. Perfect. I love it.
It's actually good.
I wanted to show you guys this section that we kind of put together this weekend. We already had all this stuff pretty much, except for this plant that I got at CB2, but we put it all out and I feel like it looks really pretty. Hunter just hung this weekend, and I just got this matcha set. I used to have this, and then my matcha bowl broke, and then I lost the whisk somewhere, so I just reordered this. You don't need anything fancy. They all pretty much do the exact same thing. And then I also like to make a little snack to eat with my matcha. These are just breakfast patties from Applegate. They're the chicken and maple ones. I actually prefer the ones that are just like long spheres, but these are the only ones that they had. We've also been eating the Amy Lou's breakfast sausages, but we just ran out of them this morning. Hunter made some, so I need to restock on those. We just keep these in the freezer, which makes it super easy. I've gotten in the habit of eating a snack when I'm having caffeine. I just feel like it's a little bit better than having it on an empty stomach when I can remember. It's my favorite part of the night. I'm gonna make us some dinner. One of my favorite recipes right now is the Goodles mac and cheese. This is pretty much like Kraft mac and cheese, but it's made from chickpea noodles, and there's some fiber in there. There's nutrients from plants, and there's also 14 grams of protein. So I've been making this. I'll do a side of broccoli and kind of mix in the broccoli just to add some extra fiber, some greens, and then we'll either make some chicken on the side or some sort of meat. Tonight I think Hunter's gonna use his Blackstone, which we got from Registry, which he's been obsessed with using and like making different types of meats on, and we're just gonna add this in, and it's gonna be a really quick dinner. So I'm gonna cook right now. I'm actually gonna watch Farmer Wants a Wife. That's my new show that I've been watching at night. Actually pretty good. Kind of like The Bachelor, but I feel like it's a little bit more fast moving, like in terms of the relationships, I think, because they like live together. That's what I'm grasping so far. So I'm gonna put that on while I cook dinner. I'm also gonna pour myself an Olipop with one of my favorite Amazon wine glasses. I just went to yoga actually. It was like a stretch class. It was very relaxing. Almost put me to sleep. I feel like I used to be a little bit better about stretching. So I'm gonna start doing some yoga like once or twice a week. Even though I'm someone who does love to cook, it is part of my job, which I'm so lucky to say, and I know that a lot of people don't have the time to cook. You could even get just like prepped chicken from the grocery store, or you could add canned tuna to this, any type of like microwaved frozen meats. After such a long day, it is hard to cook, so don't beat yourself up if you are not feeling the energy to cook, because it takes a lot of energy sometimes. Making yourself a little appetizer, putting your favorite show on, pouring your favorite Olipop, make cooking fun and an experience. If it's something that you always dread, maybe add something on top of it that is a little bit more enjoyable. That's what I started doing, and that's what really got me into cooking. Like I said tonight, I always like to add some sort of vegetable. I'm actually trying really hard right now to eat more vegetables. It's just not my first thing that I want flavor wise. And then I always like to add some sort of sauce. Tonight we're doing this buffalo sauce that's really good from Sprouts. And every single day is different, like I've said a million times, but something that is the same every day is I always like to have dessert. It's just my favorite way to end the day. I'm a huge ice cream person, so I've recently just been trying out a bunch of different ice creams. These are one of my favorites. Mint is one of my favorite ice cream flavors. And then later on that night we were watching TV and I was still hungry, so I grabbed some blueberries that sounded good in the fridge. I'm a snacker. I always am snacking on different things, whether it be something salty like chips, popcorn, leftovers, cheese, whatever it is. I have 0 food rules, and this was a full day of eating some meal ideas that might help you on your fitness journey if you are looking to feel better, to have energy, to support your workouts. And maybe if this video doesn't feel healthy to you, we all have a different version of health. I want what's best for you, and if watching my channel and things like this on my channel don't work for you, then please just click off and do things that are right for your journey. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next vlog.